you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and as we look at this matchup, every time there's something different to focus on. So I'll just ask you, what do you see here in this one?
Well, Rembrandt, you've given me a pretty blank canvas to focus on, haven't you?
Yeah.
Where do you think I'm going to go with this?
Oh, secondary?
You know me well, right? In a game like this, it's always about the secondary. Can they handle the passing attack and make a few plays?
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his fourth season in the NFL.
A tough time a season ago, his team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient. Now he wants to be spectacular and get his team back to the big game.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And incomplete to open things up.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Open man is Jerron Jennings. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Sometimes your process get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now 3rd down and 7. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, 49ers.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll give the tackle to Quentin Lake.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Purdy. That's caught by Jennings. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, San Francisco.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Completes it to Jennings. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners.
That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, is willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s, trying to make another run to the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. And right away, he'll look to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Play action. Stafford throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Now Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and checkdowns. The way they're throwing it, I keep pressing it downfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Touchdown, LA! 34 yards for Kyren Williams. And the Rams respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody covered. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Purdy. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now, he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Back to throw, Stafford. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams with an amazing diving catch. And the Rams have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. That time, a 9-play drive. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, look at the juke. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Purdy looking to throw. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, San
The tight end is
Francisco.
certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And the 49er first down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. McCaffrey running up the middle. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Purdy on the sneak. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain on the play. First down, 49ers.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Out of the gun, Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Purdy now to throw. To the sideline and incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Matthew Stafford, the rest of the LA offense heading back out there. He found Devontae Adams for a touchdown on their last drive, and they start again with a first down. Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And his throw here is incomplete. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 42. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
To throw is Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the Niners' 33-yard line.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Play action. Stafford. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. This 2nd and 4. Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And running room room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Here's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun, Stafford. Touchdown! Tutu Atwell. A 5-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to extend their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. Now Purdy. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, San Francisco.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Purdy. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
That's good for a Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Stafford. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 22.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Adams, the man in motion right. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll give him a new set of downs.
Rams 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Purdy. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Purdy Ford, the one to get to him and drop him.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Here's Purdy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
It's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Stafford down to throw. He'll drop this down to Williams. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That's a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Stafford. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 38-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Out of the gun, Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch.
Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing here, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Just beating the play clock, Stafford. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 5. In motion, the tight end.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Eddie Pinheiro set
The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. A little juke. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 27.
They'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. So the completion good for just 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And this will pin them back as it's out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
Purdy off the play fake.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and a couple.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down, 49ers.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jennings. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
44-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And a 49er first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Purdy now to throw.
And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
Yeah, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then got back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brock Purdy
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And able to get this out to the 25. LA set to take over again on offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll look to Williams to begin things.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The tight end in motion right.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Purdy from the gun. This complete right side of the tight end Farrell.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself. I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off of play action, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The busy night continues for Williams.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there, maybe a yard up to the 36.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there, not a big impact on 1st down. They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, well, they would have been better served. Just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Ooh, with a juke. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The home team's offense and running back Kyron Williams getting ready for their next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
50 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Byron Young there on the stop. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9. Back to throw, Purdy.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, 49ers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, They got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing here, Purdy. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. Will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Eddie Pinheiro set
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now Stafford. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. And he he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
8 yards on the
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
38-yard line.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Back to throw. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here's 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35.
16 yards. First down, San Francisco.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
A good position to be in here, second and inches. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Robinson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings from 8 yards out. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance They needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
McCaffrey will try to run it in, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Oh, good move. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll drop this down to Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Here's more on the return. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. The Niners offense had Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, 49ers.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Purdy looking to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 3rd down and 7.
To throw is Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead of give up the middle to Williams.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return.
The 49ers offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it will still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down, San Francisco.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Purdy. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Purdy to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Jennings.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Purdy.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy to throw. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
49ers.
Right there, we can do it.
Here's 1st down. Throwing, Purdy. Here's a screen for Robinson. He'll get it inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
To throw is Purdy. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete.
And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
7-yard line.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Purdy to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.